Hello students, this is your teacher Manpreet Kaur and today we are going to discuss Act 3 Scene 2 from line number 198 of the drama The Merchant of Venice. So we have already discussed that Bassanio in this scene has chosen the right casket, that is the lead casket, and he is about to marry Portia. Then now what happens is Gratiano, the one who has accompanied Bassanio to the Belmont, okay, for a purpose. So now he asks permission, he seeks permission from Bassanio to get married too. Now Bassanio grants the permission. He says, "With all my heart, so thou canst get a wife." Bassanio says that, "Yes, with all my heart I give you permission that you also get married, but unless you have a wife." Gratiano, "I thank you, lordship. I thank your lordship, you have got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You loved, I loved. For intermission, no more pertains to me, my lord, than you." Now you just see, Gratiano thanks Bassanio. He says, "I thank your lordship. I thank you very much, Bassanio. You have got me one. You have got a wife for me." And it's very easy to understand that how Bassanio has got wife for Gratiano. "My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours." Like you have been searching for a wife, that like you fell in love with Portia. In the same way, you saw the mistress, you saw Portia, I beheld the maid. I saw Portia's maid Nerissa. So this is how Bassanio has got one for Gratiano, and further you will this particular line will be explained in better way. "You loved, I loved. For intermission, no more pertains to me. O Bassanio, you also loved and I also loved, and there was an intermission." Intermission is the time period up till the time Bassanio has not chosen the right casket. "And no more pertains to me." Now the way as you were like you were in anxiety so as to choose the caskets, in the same way I also suffered from the same thing. So there is a reason why Gratiano suffered with Bassanio and how Bassanio got a wife for him. So the answer will be given later. Then "Your fortune stood upon the caskets there, and so did mine too, as the matter falls, for wooing here until I sweat again, and swearing till my very roof was dry, with oaths of love at last. If promise last, I got a promise of this fair one here to have her love, provided that your fortune achieved her mistress." So this is the answer for the question. Now here Gratiano says that your fortune stood upon the caskets there. So as your fortune, as your good luck, it was all dependent on your choice of the caskets, and so did mine too. And even my fortune was under the same thing. My fortune also stood upon the caskets. How? "As the matter falls, for wooing here until I sweat again." So what he says that I also wooed a lady. And how he wooed the lady? So he was like, it was a great task for him to woo the lady. I sweat again means a lot of hard work done by Gratiano to woo her to be wife, okay, to woo his beloved. So he said that, and how he wooed her, "and swearing till my very roof was dry." So means making so much of promises, talking too much. Already we know he's very talkative. "And swearing till my very roof was dry, with oaths of love." So I have made oaths of love. So at last and at the end, after all my promises making and after all my hardships, after requesting my lady for a long time, I got a promise at the last that this fair one is Nerissa, maid of Portia, that she will also have love of mine, provided that your fortune achieved her mistress. So Nerissa promised Gratiano that she will marry Gratiano only after Portia gets married to Bassanio. Okay, so this was the promise which was given by Nerissa to Gratiano, and this is how even Gratiano's fortune also was dependent on the caskets. Okay, if Bassanio has chosen the right casket, so Gratiano gets married to Nerissa and Bassanio to Portia. In case Bassanio would have chosen the wrong casket, Gratiano also would not be able to marry Nerissa. So this is how their fortune was interdependent. Portia, is this true, Nerissa? Now Portia is asking, is it true, Nerissa? Nerissa, madam, it is so, you stand pleased withal. Yes, madam, it is true, unless you are pleased. Okay, if it pleases you, if you are happy with this, then yes, this is true. Bassanio, and do you, Gratiano, mean good faith? Then Bassanio asks Gratiano the same thing. He says, Gratiano, and is it true? Really, is it true? Means good faith means in good faith. Means here actually Bassanio asked for his marriage ceremony. So, in good faith here means intend to marry in good faith. Means really you want to marry Nerissa? Gratiano, yes, faith, my lord. He says, yes, sir, in good faith I want to marry her. Bassanio, our feast shall be much honored in your marriage. Now Bassanio also becomes very happy. He says that our feast, our marriage ceremony will be much more honored if you also, if both of you, Gratiano and Nerissa, if you get married with within the same time when we get married. So it's a thing of honor. It's our pleasure that you both will also get married after our marital rites are performed. Gratiano, but who comes here? Lorenzo and his infidel? What, and my lord Venetian friend Salerio? Now here comes the turning point. Okay, so everything went happily. Earlier there was a lot of tension, then there was no tension, there were no worries because Bassanio chose the right casket, and after that Gratiano also tells Bassanio that why he has come here with him to Belmont, and now again the scene reaches its climax because Gratiano at the time he sees somewhere. Okay, he says that, but who comes here? Now who has come here? Lorenzo and his infidel. Infidel means non-believer in Christianity. So with the Lorenzo there is somebody who is a non-Christian. So she is no other than Jessica. So there comes Lorenzo and his infidel means Jessica. What? And my old Venetian friend Salerio. And who else comes is Salerio. Okay, and here are question marks because Gratiano gets surprised to see these people there in Belmont. Then enter Lorenzo, Jessica and Salerio. Bassanio, Lorenzo and Salerio, welcome hither. If that the youth of my new interest here have power to bid you welcome. Bassanio says that, oh Lorenzo and Salerio, I welcome both of you over here. If the youth of my new interest, if even Portia here bids you welcome here, because now here, still now, everything does not belong to Bassanio, because still Bassanio and Portia are not married. They have just exchanged the rings. Portia has given a ring to Bassanio, but still their marriage is not being solemnized. So here Bassanio needs permission of Portia. Okay, so he needs permission of Portia to bid farewell to both of them at her place. Then Bassanio says that, Lorenzo and Salerio, welcome hither. So you are welcome here if that the youth of my new interest here have power to bid you welcome. So if Portia will welcome you here. By your leave, I bid my very friends and countrymen, sweet Portia, welcome. So he asks permission that, Portia, may I welcome my friends here in Belmont? Portia, so do I, my lord. They are entirely welcome. Now Portia says, yes, why not, my lord? They are welcome here. So Portia says they are welcomed here. Lorenzo says, I thank your honor. So Lorenzo thanks Portia For my part, my lord, my purpose was not to have seen you here, but meeting with Salerio by the way, he did entreat me past all saying nay to come with him along. Now, Lorenzo says that he did not want to come here to Belmont. Okay, he did not want to disturb Bassanio and Portia, but Salerio met Lorenzo on the way. When Lorenzo and Jessica already they eloped. Okay, they have gone away. They have gone away from Venice. So what happened is, on their way over there, so Lorenzo met Salerio and Salerio told him something which actually made him upset, and that is why they all came back to Belmont to tell Bassanio about the things. And let us see what was being told to Bassanio. Salerio, I did, my lord, and I have reason for it. Signor Antonio commends him to you. So now here Salerio says, yes, I met Lorenzo, and also now I want to tell you that I have a reason for coming here. Signor Antonio has sent his greetings for you. So Antonio has sent greetings for Bassanio. So he gives Bassanio a letter. Bassanio, ere I ope his letter, I pray you tell me how my good friend doth. So Bassanio says, ere means before I open this letter, please tell me what is my good friend doing. Okay, so he is just asking the well-being of Antonio. Salerio, not sick, my lord, unless it be in mind, nor well unless in mind. His letter there will show you his estate. Salerio says that, oh, no, he is not sick, Bassanio. Antonio is not sick unless the sickness is there in the mind. And also he says that nor well unless in the mind. So he is also, otherwise he is well, but if in mind it is considered, so he is not well. His letter there will show you his estate. So this is the letter by him. This will tell you about his condition or his financial fortunes. Okay. So Bassanio reads the letter, and before that I would like to tell you that you as well as Salerio, Lorenzo and Jessica, all of them, they know the condition of Antonio. Clear? So even you know that in the next scenes, in the coming scenes, you will see that how Shylock, the villain of the play, he is going to extract an exact pound of flesh from near the heart of Antonio. So already now they are in the court, and now Antonio dearly wants to meet, he really wants to meet his friend Bassanio before his death. So Antonio has become completely hopeless. Gratiano, Nerissa, cheer yon stranger, bid her welcome your hand. Salerio, what's the news from Venice? Now Gratiano also says, Nerissa, you just come and welcome my friends. And then he asks Salerio for his hand, for a handshake, and he was asking like, what is the news from Venice? How doth the royal merchant, good Antonio? I know he will be glad of our success. We are the Jasons. We have won the fleece. Now he asked, okay, tell me about Antonio, that how is he doing? And Gratiano says that I know very well that Antonio will be very, very happy. He will be extremely happy to know that we have got success. Bassanio has chosen the right casket, and even I am going to get married to Nerissa. So Antonio will be very happy. Then he says, we are Jasons, we have won the fleece. So again a reference has come many a times in this play. So he says, we are Jasons. So we have already talked about golden fleece, which was hung at the oak tree on an island, and it was guarded by the dragons. Okay, and Jason, with the help of his wife, he took the golden fleece from the oak tree, which is considered to be a very, very costly thing. So in the same way, Gratiano says that we are Jasons. Now I and Bassanio are Jasons. We have won the golden fleece. We have won our wives. Salerio, I would you had won the fleece that he hath lost. So this is a good way of writing. Salerio says that I would you had won the fleece. I know that you have won the fleece, that you have got all success, but Antonio has lost the same. Okay, so Salerio knows the actual condition of Antonio, that now Antonio is completely entrapped in the clutches of Shylock. So Antonio has lost everything. Antonio has lost his richness because his ships are wrecked in the sea. So Antonio has lost everything. So students, we will complete up to this line 244, and from 245 onwards we will be discussing about it in the next lecture. Okay, thank you and have a very great day ahead.